Hello, Ectosage here on the Sage channel, or at least the Ectosage channel, and I figured as this channel is whatever I feel like putting up, I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys what it's like to edit one of my joint survival episodes. So, as you can see right here, if you're not at 4K, you probably won't quite be able to read a lot of this text, but this is what my Adobe Premiere looks like when I first started up. I got all of my little dinky worlds or starting things here. Got a lot of 4K stuff and 60 frames per second stuff where every time I seem to upload it, it seems to just bump it down to 1080, 60 and lose all that 4K stuff that I spent all that time working on. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and load up the latest joint survival episode that I edited and put out. And right away, as soon as this loads up, there we go, you'll notice that we have where I ended the episode basically here, and you can see some audio that I had from, well, slightly forward a bit, but I just went ahead and cropped it and left it in here for the outro slate. Let's see, here, you see that? And then I have everything that carries on. So basically this was all one big file, and I cut it and go. And, well, you'll see me edit. I'm just going to go ahead and keep editing. So first off, we're going to go ahead and do a Control-Shift-S. I'm going to save this as episode 60. Do a save right there. There we go. And we're going to start deleting everything that we had from the previous episode. So go through and select all of that and delete it all. I'm going to grab the footage that we had left over and drag that all the way down here to the beginning. And we're actually going to zoom in, and I'm holding Alt and using the mouse scroll to zoom in like that, and then moving the bottom thing there. And let's go ahead and drag this right there. And if you don't know, this right here is my video layer. The video layer comes with its own audio that has everyone else's voices in it except for mine. And then this is the audio layer for my voice that I have separate. I have those all loaded in up here at the top left of the footage area here. I got the two WAV files from just my voice recording and the AVI files that Fraps record of everyone else. And you can see that every time I start recording, I basically sync it up. And we'll actually run into one of those because I'm trying to make these episodes about 30 minutes long at max. And you can see we have a cut here where this file ends. So you'll actually be able to see me go ahead and sync up another one of these files in a minute. As for audio, I used to go ahead and drop in files, audio files, as it went and blend them together and stuff. But I've gone ahead and just stopped doing that because it was so much bloody work and minimal payoff. What I've gone ahead and done now is audio 3, and when I say audio, I meant sound, as in music, is where I now keep my music. So what I've been doing is just going ahead and finding, we don't need this SFX stuff here open. We just need like some of these Space Engineers files. Been going ahead and grabbing basically all these. I don't think we want the theme one. And maybe some of these other ones from the mystery sound files. Yeah, these are all music files basically. Clicking and dragging them and dropping them right down there. And when I do that, you can see that A3 now has all these different sound files just dropped in there, and that's all the music files. And those will just play in the background. And also here on the sound area, you can see I have it set to negative 38 decibels for audio 3. That way the music is fairly quiet. It's just sort of in the background. Every now and again, I will click on a piece of music and just click and drag up and down on the center so I can raise and lower its volume all the way up to the 6 decibels higher or all the way down to completely silent. As for my voice, audio 2, I've been dropping it down to like negative 3 or so because I found I've been a bit loud of late. So anyway, the previous episode in this ended with everyone basically going AFK except for me. And this is probably going to be real confusing to listen to because you're going to be hearing my voice now and my voice in the past, so good luck with that. But let's go ahead and just skip this big blank area right here, and there's me talking to myself apparently.
I did search the refineries, right? Oh no, it does have stuff in it. Shit.
And there's me figuring out that, oh god, that's why there was stuff in that last refinery that I destroyed, was because there was still stuff down like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and just drag it a little bit back. There we go. And so what I've done there, if you don't know, is I pressed C on my keyboard, I cut the video and my audio, and then I selected those two pieces that were right here and deleted them. And then I grabbed these two and then clicked the edge and dragged that way I could go back in time a little bit more and have a little bit of a buffer zone of silence. I'm going to drag that back there, select the edge, right click, and do an apply default transition with edges of fade. So now at the beginning of the video, you can see it fades in. I'm also going to do a C from my keyboard, click on that and cut it. So I got this little section right there. Going to go up here to the left, grab my Gaussian up here at the left too. We're going to go to the effects control. We're going to click and drag our Gaussian blur down here. We're going to go to a point where the Sage logo stuff is about to disappear, so like that. And we're going to go ahead and set it to about 35, not 45. And we're going to click that little button right there next to blurriness to turn on the key, and we're going to tell it to repeat edges. That way the edges around it won't have a little black border, nothing stupid showing up. And then we're going to go back to the end of it, like right here on this little drag thing here. Basically, this area here is all the, where you can do all your effects and stuff, effect controls for whatever thing you have selected. And because I have this little tiny segment selected right here, its timeline right here corresponds directly to just that little tiny segment that we have selected down here. So I'm going to go to the end of that now and set our blurriness down to 0. And so now the blurriness will fade out as the sage things and the arms are tracked. Voila. And so now we have our nice little intro.
I did search the refineries, right? Oh no, it does have stuff in it. Shit.
So instantly, if you've watched the previous episode, you'll be seeing that going, oh, so that's why Sage was... Oh yeah, Sage did find it out. He wasn't completely incompetent.
Oh god, how did I not see that?
And right there was a little that you heard, that loud, nasty noise. That was probably Scott coming back to his office, and he doesn't use push to talk, so we gotta go ahead and basically have to put a cut right there and there, selected that piece and dropped its audio all the way down.
Oh god, how did I not see that?
So no longer we have that stupid, annoying sound.
I could've... Oh no. Oh, it's only 2,000 silver. Oh, these are useful components. I know what I'll do. I can fix this. I'll grind down one of the other ones down.
I have returned.
And then come back up here.
And so you can see there, Scott was making a lot of noise before he said I have returned, so I'm just going to drop all the audio there. I'm also going to go ahead and grab these two sections here. I'm going to up this audio a little tiny bit. That way I'm a bit louder. And same with this whole section here. I think I'm going to cut right there and just up the audio with that. Tiny bit more, up to 4, I think.
It does have stuff in it. Shit. Shit. How did I not...
So yeah, there we go. I'm pretty happy with that. And so yeah, I'm just going to carry on editing from here.
The other one's down.
I have returned.
And then come back up here.
And basically, I'm just going to let you guys see my whole editing process, how it goes, and all that goodness. So yeah, if you just want to have the basics of my editing, it's done now. You guys can tune out. Otherwise, you're just going to see me edit a full episode of Joint Survival, basically. Yeah. Now guys, hope you enjoy.
Welcome back, Scott.
Yes, and hopefully I remember to edit this bit out. No, it'll be this way we're going. He's been away for 30 seconds. I'm going to keep on editing this bit out because I'm going to eat a Kit Kat quickly. Much better. You can smell my dinner downstairs. I'm so hungry.
See, I have no idea what he just said there, so I'm going to cut that as well.
Don't fall, nothing. Oh, okay, good.
Well, is it coming up to lunchtime in America, or the past lunchtime?
Oh, it's 2:27 now.
And I like these little conversations, so I'm going to be leaving this in.
Oh, it's 2:27 now.
And I didn't really answer this question there, did I? I said it's 2:27, but I guess past lunch.
We basically started recording at lunchtime.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, there we go. I did answer it. Oh, look, and Aaron came back right then and there. So now you can see how everything was there. Now it's just going to go like this.
Don't fall, nothing. Oh.
He's been away for 30 seconds. I'm going to keep on editing this bit out because I'm going to eat a Kit Kat quickly.
And I'm not going to act. I've decided I don't want that part where he says he's going to edit it out because there's so much Kit Kat noise in the background. He's as funny as I think it is that he comes back and he's like, hey, Kit Kat. Yeah, no, I'm just going to edit that. So now it goes from him saying he's back.
He's been away for 30 seconds.
Don't fall, nothing. Oh, okay, good.
Well, is it coming up to lunchtime in America, or the past lunchtime?
Oh, it's 2:27 now. We basically started recording at lunchtime.
Alright, I'm back.
Or near it.
How's everyone doing?
Alright, I ran into a spot about it, but it's fixed, so no worries.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
I'm taking a quick break and not recording for a sec when I eat.
Thought you said you were taking a cocktail break.
Tempting. I'm quite liking cocktails.
Okay.
See, now I'm in a spot of bother here because I really want to not have all that audio in the background. But I do think it's funny, a little cocktail joke and all that. But, alas, I think it all has to be cut, so we're just going to end it.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I'm taking a quick break and...
With everything's going alright and stuff.
Okay.
Never had cocktails as good as the ones I've had in Tenerife.
Yeah, there's a bar in Manchester I've been to a few times. They have some really interesting cocktails, like really like they're like fruity sort of ones and all sorts of different flavored ones.
See, now I'm in a spot of bother once again, because I'd really like to have this stinky conversation, and these are the sort of things I enjoy in Let's Plays a lot of times, is just people talking about, well, stupid or random stuff that they like. But if I just start it with this...
Never had cocktails as good as the ones I've had in Tenerife.
It's a bar in Manchester.
Why the hell are they talking about cocktails? Everyone's going to be like, wait, what? You just went from...
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
To...
Never had cocktails as good as the ones I've had in Tenerife.
I mean, what the hell? But otherwise, for it to make sense, I have to leave this in.
I'm taking a quick break and not recording for a second when I eat.
I thought you said you were taking a cocktail break.
Tempting. I quite like cocktails.
Okay.
So all I'm going to do is leave that in there and just express my apologies for the background noise. So what I'm going to do is on the left here, I've gone down, Control-C, Control-V, I'm copying my Y text for yellow text, and I'm just going to name this one sorry. And actually, before I do go through all that, I'm going to select a lot of these that are just things, little bits of text that I had from previous episodes that I don't need anymore. I'm going to save the Alt tab and all little eyes. I like saving little eyes. And so now we'll take the sorry. We're going to click and drag that up there. We're going to do this. We're going to move it forward a little bit. So now,
I'm taking a quick break.
as the audio issues start showing up, this text will appear. And I'm going to go ahead and double click on that text layer and just say... yeah, that. And of course, it's a bit hard to see. Really, I need to go ahead and do what I've been doing in a lot of stuff lately, is changing the shadow drop color to black. That way it's easier to read. You can see it already. It's a lot easier to read. And then I think distance I've been setting to about 5. And size, sometimes I up that to 35. There we go. So now it's a lot easier to read. I should do that with just the base yellow text. But that way every time I copy it and make a new one, it'll be alright. But for now, I'm not going to.
For a second when I eat.
I thought you said you were taking a cocktail break.
And see, the cocktail thing doesn't show up until...
I thought you said you were taking...
So I want to now change this so it goes from here to have a new one. So we're going to cut that. We're going to copy our sorry layer. We're going to do sorry 2. And now we're going to click you and say, or right click it and do a replace from bin. Where are you? Replace. There we go. From bin. And now we're going to open our original sorry. We're going to click this little button on the top left here to align this text to the left side. And we're going to delete this text right here. There we go. And it didn't disappear because it's showing this frame at the right over it. But now what we're going to do is edit our sorry 2. Actually, don't even have to edit sorry 2. All we have to do now is do a fade between these two right here. So I'm going to select a little to the adjoining part, right click it and say do a default transition. I'm going to drag this out a little bit. So actually I think we want the transition to start right around here. So we know what Aaron says first, and then the text will start changing. So now...
Quick break and not recording for a second when I eat.
I thought you said you were taking a cocktail break.
So now it just shows up with, sorry about the audio issues, but ... cocktail jokes, as Aaron says it. And then fades out. And now everyone knows why I left that terrible audio in there. And then I don't think this is a long enough gap to cut out, because I could just go something like this and drop it in like so.
Okay.
Never had cocktails as
But that seems a bit too
never had
quick,
cocktails
almost.
as good as the ones I've had in Tenerife.
It's a bar in Manchester I've been to.
And now we're going to go ahead and name this episode. So I've gone ahead and selected the little, what do you call this thing? Temperament, the sequence over here at the left. And I'm just renaming the file now, so it'll be SE for Space Engineers, and then Cocktail Break. Which, yeah, because it's become quite the thing, apparently, because I've spent this much time editing it. And I'm going to the end of the file name there, also, and just naming it 60. That way it's when I save this out when I'm done, it'll be SE underscore cocktail break underscore drink survival underscore SE underscore EP60. Whole big file name, but it's easier once I upload it. Let's go ahead and continue editing through all this show.
They have some really interesting cocktails, like really like they're like fruity sort of ones and all sorts of different flavored ones.
No, she's in Tenerife. It's just the alcohol content they put in them, and just love. They're so warm there because you're just off. You know, it's as close in Europe you can get to Africa as possible, and it is so warm, and nothing's better than just having a big dinner and just finishing off with, instead of getting like an ice cream, you get a big ass cocktail full of alcohol, lots of rum.
Alrighty then.
I'm feeling you.
And so that feels like the end of that conversation. It was just sort of like a nice little antidote. And now it's going back to silence. So really we could just skip ahead to the next bit of audio. Because that's what I like doing is, there's a lot of Let's Play content. I watch it, but a lot of times I end up just listening to it. So that's how I end up, how I end up editing a lot of times.
Okay, again, this ship is not look interesting. Yeah, it's a weird version. Aaron!
What?
What are you doing?
I'm building.
I'm right behind you, Aaron.
Yeah, I know.
No, don't worry, I'm gonna put a layer in front of this to make it sexier. This is just the base layer. And that's gonna screw up all the air tightness.
Why?
Just will.
What's going on?
Want it to be curved.
So,
You can
what
do
you're
that.
doing there...
And see, I've been adding rolling of eyes in here, and I just rolled my eyes in real life, so, where the hell have my eye rolls gone? Oh, there it is, eye roll, there it is, the little file. So I click and drag this. Unfortunately, it has a, audio bit to it. There's no actual audio there, like if I was to double click, it'll go into the segment. It has the audio thing here, but I can't figure out how to delete, yeah, I can't figure out how to delete a audio section of the sequence, like just make it an audio only sequence. I don't think it's like modify audio channels. Can I just like unclick this? If I do okay then, what is this? So I've unclicked those. Okay, so now maybe it'll have no audio. Let's try that, huh? Let's see if that actually did something. It didn't. So yeah, see, I don't know how to get rid of that. How to make a sequence with no audio at all. Sequence settings. Audio, I can't like change the stereo to nothing. I can't like change these to nothing at all. So, I don't know. So I end up having to deal with deleting that little second section that comes in here. And the way I do that is basically I drag these so it's not overlapping anything. Right click on it, unlink, and then delete the bottom one. But anyway, as I said, I'm going to put an eye roll in here because I just rolled my eyes.
Want it to be curved.
Aaron being like,
you're
oh,
doing there-
everything has to be curved on a spaceship. Woe is me. It has to be curved. No, it doesn't. It can be whatever it can be.
Curved.
And so there's my
No.
eye roll thing. And I don't want it to go
What
on
you're
too long. And I'm trimming it down is what I'm doing here. And I also want it to be up at the top right where I put most of my text now. So I'm just clicking and dragging and moving the whole thing up there. There we go. So now,
So,
You can
what
do
you're
that.
now clearly here you see past me with a lot more understanding of Aaron's wanting everything to be curved. Because I actually do agree with him. So here we go.
So,
You can
what
do
you're
that.
doing there, if you want to do that, do us a favour. Make it one block further to this side.
No, he's saying, Aaron. Okay, I see what Aaron's thinking, I think. Oh, that's unexpected.
Hold on. Let me just check the other.
You should have done like the 2x1.
That's what I was looking for, but I just popped it in.
And so since I gave up there and flew away, and that seems to be the end of the conversation for the most part. Okay.
Okay, calm yourself.
Again, and I see what I preferred.
Move that back over.
Popped it in.
Okay, calm yourself.
And I think that deserves some what the fuck eyes. You want to go ahead and just line it up so the eyes will only show up when he's making that noise. And once again, let's move those up there to the top right area that I sort of like having stuff in. They show up a bit early. Let's have them show up after he starts making it. No, your brain has time to respond and be like, oh, that's why the eyes are there. That would cool.
Okay, calm yourself.
Again, and I see what I preferred. If you'd done it one layer above it, so it's a double hull. It gives me a bit of room to work with.
Double hull, that means extra weight, mean more than power.
I know, but it gives me some room to work with piping.
Big silent gap there.
Why do you need piping on this side?
Did you need to look? piping?
Why'd you need
Oh, look
piping
at
on
that.
this side?
Did you need to
I
look?
put a cut in there and you wouldn't even know it really. Because I was looking at a mini screen and it took me a second to figure out what I was doing there.
Why'd you need piping on this side?
Did you need to hook shit in like the turrets?
Yeah, but what, you're gonna need piping. You know, you could have that somewhere else. It'll be fine. I'm overruling it in this situation for curves.
Be trouble ahead.
Trouble was a landmine. We're nowhere near that.
Okay. So a lot of this I don't remember also when I edit through these. Like them two talking.
Curves.
Be trouble ahead.
Trouble was a landmine. We're nowhere near that.
And that weird, very odd comment there, is that from him?
Well, feel free to take over any of my designs if you want as well.
It is funny that he's talking about taking over his designs when he just overruled Scott on wanting a double wall so you'd have room for piping, though.
Well, feel free to take over any of my designs if you want as well and edit them. I have no problem with that. As long as you're happy.
I thought he was going to say as long as there's curves. I'm actually going to go ahead and put that in there as well. Let's go ahead and do that text thing that I was talking about, shall we, too? Also, go ahead and set that up to that. 75. Distance 5, and set this to the 35. There we go. So now our yellow text will have the outline when we copy it. Copy it now, and I thought... There we go. Ooh, wow, spelling error there. And see, I don't know if we were supposed to have a apostrophe there or not, so we're going to go ahead and really quickly just pop open this. So we're just going to have to live with that. And go ahead and drag it in there and hope that's right.
As long as you're happy.
And I think that'll be long enough for someone to read that. So I'll have that fade out, and then I'll have it cut to another scene right there. Let's go to this here and see what's up next.
I'll be back to record in a second. I'm still eating up.
You're eating. Describe to the audience what you're eating.
I'm eating Baviti.
No, not like that. You've got to be like you're selling it. Describe to the audience what you're eating.
I'm eating Baviti.
No, not like that. You've got to be like you're selling it.
If you want to eat healthy, these are brilliant for you. They're oat cakes with cheese. If you want to eat healthy, these are brilliant for you. They're oat cakes with hints of cheese and red pepper.
Oh damn it! You just need to
He's selling it like it's a
selling.
like 1950s commercial ad
Yeah.
in the middle of the TV show.
Hey sir, do you want some of these? Well, yes you do. These are some fabulous McVitie's digestives.
But they don't even go, do you want some of these? They just go, I love McVitie's. Something like that. They're great and whole in calcium, or whatever the fuck they are.
So what I did there also, without even saying, is I've shifted the audio because it was a bit too just... for a slightly lively conversation.
Smoking's totally good for you.
This one has a little bit of shame.
Oat cakes.
Just look at me in 10 years. I won't be a corpse. Oh dear.
Right. I agree with smoking's bad for you. Know what? My gran has smoked since she was 17. She's coming up to 87. She went for an x-ray for her chest and the doctor's like, you actually smoke?
Maybe she smokes wrong. Maybe
Like-
she don't inhale, she blows out or something.
She'd be like a fucking smoked haddock.
Oh god, I wouldn't smoke. Very
My
dangerous.
brother's in his 30s and he's got lungs of an 80-year-old man because he smoked.
Doesn't it make you all wrinkly as well?
It can dry you out.
I
Can.
remember someone told me a while ago
Where's
that it
two?
makes you look like a ghoul from Fallout. That's what the ghouls did. They smoked.
Well, I don't know. No, it's not for me. It's just... whole thing about it, it's more than money.
Oh, true. It
you're
costs
just-
ends.
Yeah,
Money.
It's what I'm doing here is that catches me so off guard. It's more the money thing. I have to make a snarky comment about that. And I think it'll be a two-parter, so... That's more than money. And then we'll do a so number 2. And make sure this is somewhere where when we do this one, we'll actually still have the original showing up. Because it's showing up on the right, it'll show up here. I'm going to do a quick Google. And then after I've done the Google, I was basically seeing how you spell cigarettes because that's not something I'm too familiar with. And so I'll have this fade in.
It's more than money.
Oh, true.
Yeah. I'm moving this over, that way people have time to register what he said before trying to read the text.
More than money.
So I think right there should be starting to come in for sure. There we go.
Oh, true.
You're just...
Yeah, I'd say it's more with the health for me. The not wanting to die.
Yeah, that's a big part.
And even though I did actually say something, I'm leaving these texts in here because smoking is psychotic. But you know it can cause such grief to you and your family.
The not wanting to die.
Yeah, that's a big part of it for me.
Well, see, a pack of 20 right now is...
I'd rather buy a bar of chocolate. More fun.
Me too.
A pack of 20 is like, can be somewhere between £8 and £9 now in the UK. So what's that in American?
Don't know. What?
Too much?
Dollars. Dollars is a little bit...
Up the volume on that because I felt that should be heard.
What is it? Bit
Too much?
Dollars. Dollars is a little bit... What is it? Bit saturated compared to the pound at the moment.
I have no idea at the moment.
I'll put the figure up in
I was feeling very quiet at that time.
Like 60p, isn't it?
I can't remember. I'll put the price up on my screen later. But it's ridiculous. A 20 pack costs more than an hour's wage.
An hour's wage?
Oh.
So there we go.
Gee.
I'm going through in here and cutting out all these silent parts.
Ridiculous. A 20
That
pack
is
costs
a
more than...
hard transition there. I'm actually going to tweak just the audio on it because I don't like to have the fades everywhere anymore. I'm trying at least. So
A 20 pack costs more than an hour's wage.
An hour's wage?
It cuts from silence to grinding. That's painful. What I'm doing here is adding the default transition which fades between the two and deleting the visual part.
An hour's
That's
wage?
not so bad.
Oh.
Wow, Jesus. Oh yeah, I didn't know. Look at it like that, to be honest.
You think that if the minimum wage in the UK is what? It's below £7. It's more than an hour's work.
So now I'm changing the title from Cocktail Break and Sig. I don't know. I'll just leave it at Sig and I'll think about it later and maybe even delete it when it actually goes up. Because I'd like to do some sort of like play on like a smoke break in a cocktail bar. So maybe I'll think of something.
Buy a 20 pack of Mayfair. Or is the generic kind of go-to cigarette?
I think it's like fireworks. They're good.
Yeah, there we go. Sig bar. And did Aaron just say fireworks and cigarettes are the same thing? What?
For a moment, but you just burn it. Why don't you? Stupid.
Okay, I gotta put
You
a
know-
comment here. What the fuck? So clearly I wasn't paying attention when he was actually saying this, but that's psychotic. And that 3 is just a random thing there.
Stupid. You know what I do think stupid? Party
I'm going
smokers.
to go ahead and remove the space between fire and works because that's a bit silly in its own, ain't it? There we go. That should be better.
Party smokers?
Yeah, people that smoke at parties. That gets on my nerve.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I tried smoking. I turned green and threw up.
It's on my nerve.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, I tried smoking. I turned green and threw up.
I didn't, because I'm asthmatic, and I didn't feel like dying.
Yeah, no, social pressure 1, I tried it.
That's a shame. But at least you didn't continue to smoke.
No, just heroin. No.
Heroin and hard alcohol. Mix them together. Wait, no, they don't mix.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm teetotal.
More of a P Diddy.
I said I was teetotal, that'd be a lie.
No idea what that means, but I'm assuming a lot of people will, so I'm leaving it in.
And before you complain, this is not the back of this wing thing. And before you complain, this is not the back of this wing thing.
Wingdings?
I don't.
What?
No, I'll let you finish. Don't worry.
No, the back of we've still got thrusters to add onto this, then we'll smooth it all out, but I just wanted to get the hanger base done first.
I tried to make it a bit smoother, but it's pretty hard.
Shit, did I just lose stuff again? I must have if I made that noise. Been looking at the audio things, I was thinking I'm probably gonna have to do one of these here. You'll notice that when Aaron starts talking, like this little pit here, sometimes he's real loud and then he drops down. A lot of people actually do that. I've even done that before.
Done first.
Like
I tried to make it a bit
It's sort of a wave, but a lot of people do that actually.
Done first.
I tried to make it a bit smoother, but it's pretty hard.
I know, but again,
I'm gonna drop my audio a little bit as well because I don't want it so loud that people are like, "Oh God, Jesus!"
But it's pretty hard.
I know, but again, I'm gonna put ribbing on it. I'm gonna make it look thingy. I sort of first get it built, then get the guns where I want them.
Should I tell you what I would have done? Is I would have made it look like an air scoop, you know, like on a V8 engine, and scoop the hangar underneath the ship, so it came out equally on both sides, but the main entrance was underneath.
You should do that on the other side.
I have no idea how to do that.
I'm telling Aaron that he should be the one to do it.
Yeah, man, you go make the other hanger on the other
Oh
side.
no, because that would make no sense because they both look different.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting.
Okay.
But why don't
Okay,
you,
I'll try it. I'll try making the other hanger on the other side.
as long as just do us one favour, try and keep it.
But it'll be interesting.
Okay.
But why don't
Okay,
you,
I'll try it. I'll try making the other hanger on the other side.
as long as just do us one favour, try and keep it the same flat top bit.
Oh, because I'm gonna go under.
Let him do
I know,
what he's
but-
gonna do. No, we don't have to worry about symmetry here.
No, it's more just about the placement for the guns.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll figure.
I'm gonna put a little bit of text in here. Just making light of the fact that what I'm actually grinding down is pieces of the original ship. There we go. And I think that some real history in them should probably be on the next line down. Just feel a little bit better, I think. Yeah. Let's do it right there.
We don't have to worry about symmetry here.
No, it's more just about the placement for the guns.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll figure that out. If all else fails. Like, you guys have stuck turrets up here, and I'm currently just fiddling and flailing about trying to figure that out.
Okay.
We're
But
just
we'll
there
make
as
it
test
work.
ones.
Oh, what? Oh, no.
Why did you start pewing?
I've been cutting away walls, trying to get...
Oh,
especially this little dinky
I just
one.
put them in to see what they look like.
Oh,
But did you like? If you like where they are, they keep.
I
them,
like the
but-
big one up there. I like the big one. Leave the big one.
leave the big one? Okay, I'll take out the small one.
Small
Okay,
one.
Sorry
we
about
need-
that.
The small one we need to move slightly because it's in the way of the bridge. But if we move it somewhere else, we could put the... Like, can you put it over here, Sage?
You just put it in. I've ground it down and forgot my inventory was full. So you can probably pick up the base components right at the base. Bottom, there, on the floor.
I know, it's more I was asking about how you could, if you could put it with your piping you've done.
Oh, okay. Where were you thinking? I'll be flying up.
Like in this corner.
It's not really ideal. You know what? Maybe I should have left it where it just was.
Well, put it back there. It's just because it was in the way of the window, and this window of the bridge.
Yeah, but the bridge is technically lower than. I think we're going to be putting the control seat over here now. I get the
Oh,
feeling.
cool.
Since this whole
Yeah,
area, I
like-
guess, is a bridge now.
Okay, yeah, well, let's put it back there then.
Yeah, I'll make it work.
It's the point defense for the bridge. Well, you put it back and I'll weld back what I've got. I don't know which gun that was. What gun was that?
I think it was
Was it the
heavy defense turret.
anti-missile?
I think it was a heavy defense turret. Don't use the anti-missiles. I don't think they're even worth it. We need steel plates. I'll get it placed. There we go.
There's loads in the cannibal if you need steel plate.
That was my bad.
Everything is good.
Again, if you just get the base bit down, I can build the rest.
I just placed the base.
No, you didn't.
The buttery biscuit base.
Base.
There's nothing here.
Move.
Oh
I'll
god,
place
that
it
got
again.
me hungry. I've got myself hungry now.
Yeah, can we do a
There.
Can we do a
How about that?
restart?
Did it show up?
No, can we do a restart?
Alright.
And right here I'm actually just cutting footage, and I am going to put a
The same.
proper fade in there between them when I get the next piece. So once again, here's where I'm actually going to sync up the footage and all that. So I'll grab my audio. So yeah, I just named this some silly name. And we're going to grab our video, which is the second one here. And let's see.
Alright. Fraps. Start.
And then as soon as I hear start on that, I try to press the pause buttons and then line up where my footage will start.
Start.
Sometimes I'll do it 2 times to try to imitate how quickly the button was pushed.
Start. Okay, that's good enough.
Okay, so that was a really lazy sync attempt there. That looked like they lined up with the movement there, though, so we're good. Enough.
Okay, that's good enough. That's good.
I'm back. Is it back up?
It's loading back up right now.
No way to. There's no way to send someone a message over Steam without having them on your friends list. I was going to send a message to Max Pax and see if he knew why we weren't getting a build state in that thing.
It must be the guy who built those mods. I think he's probably just putting more effort into the AI versions than the other ones.
Alrighty, it's back up.
I want to know.
You guys log back in and hop out of your cryopods.
They got in their cryopods before they, Actually, I'll just go ahead and...
Alrighty, it's back up.
I want to know.
You guys log back in.
And I'll go ahead and do this. Put a little thing in there, so now there's actual fade to one of these.
Alrighty,
Wow,
it's back
that
up.
was, I'm gonna put
I
a
know.
longer fade in there. That way it doesn't look like it just really quickly flashed.
Alrighty, it's back up.
I want to know.
You guys log back in and hop out of your cryopods.
And then I'm gonna put a little bit of text in there to say that they went into their cryopods before I restarted the server. Ooh, God. Nearly went no spaces there. There we are. Explaining all that, just that way if anybody's like, wait, what, who? And I wonder how they did restart the server. All those questions are now answered. You know, people are going to know how we restarted the server, basically, from everything that's said in this little tiny bit of footage and all that.
You want to do a new intro for this one? Like who's coming back, or are we going to do
I'll just continue on.
a new one?
Do your own little mini intros.
Second note.
The divide.
No, I'll probably just edit this together.
And see, I'm going to be cutting everything Scott just said there.
Also thinking about, you know, this money, buying another 1TB SSD.
Probably going to cut this too.
Not for all your porn.
Yep. Terabytes and terabytes of porn.
Tempting to leave
This
that
is
in
a
as a
movie that I
joke.
have, you know, I think people know, you realise how big these files are and how many of them we get for these video files, and I'm always having to run around them on different I've got like 3 portable hard drives in my room right now.
Wow.
With raw footage and sound files and everything on it, so I was thinking of just getting another SSD and just...
I'll leave it out.
And it's not very often that I have a couple of £1,000 just to spend on whatever I want.
God, I wish I had a couple £1,000 to spend. I'd buy some new RAM to hopefully stop these kernel errors I keep getting.
Yeah. 7-year service and get me redundant, guy.
It is
Kind of a loss.
psychotic. They just made you redundant like that.
I really do want to leave that in there, though. It's hard. How do I leave that in without a good transition from, okay, we're back to that, though, without the whole hard drive thing? Maybe I can find little pieces as hard drive thing to salvage. I say salvage. That's good talking.
Also thinking about, there's money, buying another 1TB SSD.
So now we can save that.
Not really important.
Yep.
Then we can have this little
Petabytes
tiny
and
bit of what Aaron said there about the porn joke.
It's a porn.
And so we got all that. Delete all that. Move you over to there. And now...
Since I'm moving, I have, I think people you realise how big these files are and how many of them we get for these video files, and I'm always having to run around them on different... I think I've got like 3 portable hard drives in my room right now. With raw footage and sound files and everything on it, so I was thinking of just getting another SSD and just...
Okay, I'll have those. I'm going to drop the audio on that pop
It's
he
not
made there, because that was very loud. Oh no, clicked it wrong. There we go, drop the audio. And let's also grab all this and shift it over here. That way we're not constantly having to move stuff even farther and farther away. There we go. Now our little text bit that we had showing up can be a bit odd, but I think it'll still be fun. Maybe we'll even drop it down so people have to pause the video.
Also thinking about, there's money, buying another 1TB SSD.
Not really important.
Yep. Terabytes and terabytes of porn. Raw footage and sound
And I'm going
files
to
and
put
everything on
in
it.
a bit of space here. That way it'll separate the joke from the reality, I think.
With raw footage and sound files and
I
everything
think
on
what
it.
I'm going to do also is add a fade in here and shift it over. Delete that there.
With raw footage and sound files and everything on it, so I was thinking of just getting another SSD and just...
That pop was still real loud.
And it's not very often that I have a couple of £1,000 just to spend on whatever I want.
God, I wish I had a couple £1,000 to spend. I'd buy some new RAM to hopefully stop these kernel errors I keep getting.
Yeah.
And any second now he's going to explain why he's got this money.
7-year service and get me redundant, guy.
It is
Kind of a loss.
psychotic. They just made you redundant like that.
And I think I'm going to cut this section here. I'm also going to cut down this massive gap of silence here. There we go. Like so. And like so. I left out my kernel error, even though I love complaining about that. It's been heard in this video like 4 times now, so I don't have to worry about it never being heard.
And it's not very often that I have a couple of £1,000 just to spend on whatever I want.
Gonna leave a little bit of a gap here.
7-year service and get me redundant, guy.
It is
Kind of a loss.
psychotic. They just made you redundant like that.
That is what happens these days and age. Recession's a bitch.
Alright, so there's a bit of conversation there that goes off topic and stuff that Scott asked me to cut, so I'm cutting that. And then I'm going to have a fade here to show that there was quite a bit of time between when we last spoke and this next bit here.
It's a bitch. I'm going to redesign it.
And I just had an audio glitch. Okay.
It needs to be lower down and longer, I think. Hey, did you... Oh.
I've got a drink in my mouth, that's why I didn't respond instantly.
Did you see... I presume you didn't watch it, but... Oh, who was she on? The First Minister of Scotland was on one of your... one of the big American... I think. Hey, did you... Oh.
I've got a drink in my mouth, that's why I didn't respond instantly.
Did you see... I presume you didn't watch it, but... Oh, who was she on? The First Minister of Scotland was on one of your... one of the big American debate shows or debate shows. Who was it?
Do bear in mind I do not have a telly, so...
Guess I would be surprised if anyone in England watched it. There's the Scottish First Minister. Who was? Oh, I'm gonna go on this now because it's gonna bug me.
I'm gonna leave this in there just because it's
Do we call
American
wraps,
Scottish
at
communication.
8:30? We've got another 3/4 of an hour.
That's what I mean.
And it'll give people to do any editing or anything they want with anything else that they're putting up tonight.
So you go, a little bit of talking behind the scenes nonsense. That will most definitely.
Are you up for some doing this Interstellar as well? With us?
Yeah.
Both of you guys, if we do something.
Yeah, sure. I bought it.
Sweet.
I'll buy it after we've done this.
It's only like
It's
$5.
it's quite cheap, so it might make quite an interesting episode, something to play with. I'm quite excited about it, so yeah, I'll have to see.
Bit of Interstellar Marines we're thinking about doing. Still haven't done it at the time of recording. Still not sure if we will, but it was on sale, so we got it just in case we decide to do some interesting stuff in it.
It's gonna bug me. I need to find this because it's now really annoying me. TV. Who was you on with? I watched it a couple of days ago. Ah, here we go. The Daily Show.
Oh, nice.
She was on the Daily. She was on the a couple of days ago. Ah, here we go. The Daily Show.
Oh, nice.
She was on the Daily. She was on the Daily Show.
What brought her on the Daily Show?
Just it's like Tony Blair and all them have been on it. So and
Load of tools.
the Conservative people have all been on it.
Keep it non-political.
I know. That's what
That's the rule. Number one rule: no politics. Rule number two: you don't talk about. No, that's not the right thing.
I'm leaving it in there because we didn't shut them down until then, so.
What do you guys think of Fight Club?
It was a good movie.
And it also leads to this conversation, so we're gonna go ahead and save that a little bit.
What do you guys think of Fight Club?
It was a good movie.
Alright.
Fight Club. I like it a lot. We had to study it ages ago for an assessment.
Got a Fight Club. English inner city schools do Fight Clubs.
True.
Do Fight Clubs.
True. Well, I don't think it was college, but same.
What did you do at college?
Did film, computing, art, and law. Bit of a strange mix, but you know.
I don't know.
Cut a little bit of something there that Aaron asked me to cut, so it's not even going to show up in this video, sorry.
Do you want me to cut that?
Yes, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting.
Stop asking so many personal questions.
Yeah. Starting recording now. Back to Space Engineers and game talk.
Like I said, I like lots of conversations that don't even necessarily pertain to the game. I just like progress to be made while people talk in my Let's Play series, so I don't mind all that stuff, so I end up leaving a lot more of it in.
Guys, Fallout 4?
What was our last conversation before the cut?
Art and law. Bit of a strange mix, but you know.
I don't know.
I'll have a bit of silence here if I can. Good.
Guys, Fallout. Hello? Guys, Fallout 4? Everyone,
You controlling that turret?
please say it's not aiming at me again. Aaron, what did you do in this? Did you... No, never mind, I fell
Oh,
out.
shook. I pushed the wrong button. With the idea that the turret's aiming at somebody again, I'm wanting to go ahead and cut the audio a little bit here and shift something that looks a bit more lively. That way the music might pump up a little tiniest bit there.
And what did you do in this? Did you... No, never mind, I fell out. So Fallout 4? What is everyone's
Fallout
thoughts?
4. Oh, the trailer got me orgasmic. I was so excited. Right, where's this? Where do I need
So
to
that
look?
big scream there was actually because my mother walked in and surprised me the fact that she was home.
The trailer got me orgasmic. I was so excited. Right, where's this? Where do I need to work? Where's my ship?
Come on. I'm
There is.
still. I feel like I'm the only person that's a little concerned
About the voice.
acts.
He's going to do a bit of voice acting. Come on.
It bugs me because again, the Fallout games have never had voice actors.
Yeah, but they're just pumping it up to the next level. They're just trying new things. If they kept the same, it may as well be called Call of Duty.
True. I don't know. It's just
The thing with Fallout game, did you see the building thing? Forget about the little voiceover. I
Yeah, that
wouldn't
building
care
thing
if the
is
guy
pretty awesome.
sounded like
Kermit Frog here.
yeah, if he sounded like
I
some
don't-
sort
but
of idiot
see all that building
I
stuff?
don't know.
See a lot of the cool features that you're seeing in the Fallout game now. They were all mods. They were all mods with Fallout that Bethesda's gone. We're putting that in the game now.
Yeah, exactly. But
There's
that's what I
nothing
mean.
wrong
They've
with
learned. It shouldn't. To be honest, the more stuff they cram into. I mean, you know what was?
And because you can't hear what either of us said, I'm moving the audio over to a blank spot.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean. They've learned.
I'm gonna move it a bit so it'll make it seem like he stopped talking. So because I started, that's why he did stop talking, is because I was talking for half a second.
That's what I mean. They've learned.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It shouldn't. To be honest, the more stuff they cram into. I mean, you know what was badass about when he was talking about it? He said it's optional.
Yeah, you don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it. You can basically play the game how you want to play it.
Yeah,
And
you-
finally,
Which is the
gone back-
definition of Fallout, usually.
Yeah. The most important thing is they've actually gone back to a system where you come out of a vault.
Again, that bugged me in Vegas. Can you come and get rid of an invisible lock for me again?
Oh, again? God dang it.
Don't blame me. Blame the game.
I'm not
But I mean,
blaming
I
you,
don't,
I'm
I
just-
don't know. Maybe they should have a start where it's really messed up, like because lots of the vaults were used for experimentation, weren't they?
Can I just say that was a really cool moment that just happened there? As I'm flying by and there's this big machine flying by, like I don't even think that registered to me in the past.
Start where it's really messed up, like because lots of the vaults were used for experimentation.
That was
weren't
such a near collision.
they?
Well, the thing they have to explain right now is how the guy went into the vault. He's actually come out of the vault a couple of hundred years later. That's still...
Hashtag super mutant player.
It's probably the bloody kid. If it is related to that intro
Yeah.
at all, it's probably the kid that was in
Sage.
the cradle.
block
No,
that
it's
I
not.
am.
It's not though. Did you just not see the gameplay?
No,
He
I
said
didn't-
the robot greets the guy and he goes, "Hello, Mr. Howard," and that's the guy. That's
Yeah,
the
Yeah, but
he
if
had
it's
to come
his
out-
son, his name would also be Howard, would it not?
was his second name Howard? I thought his first name was Howard.
Yeah,
because
but
he
the
said-
actual guy says the robot says 200 years, and he goes, "That can't
How
be.
look at
That
this
can't be
curve
right."
working.
So
Oh.
a lot of people are saying it could be a cryogenics or something like in the vault.
No, I didn't
Like,
see
the
the
robot's not
gameplay.
working.
I was not in the mood to watch it at the time.
Okay.
There was a
Well, you
dog
can
in
get
it,
a-
and
you
I
can
got
get a
all
dog.
when I saw the original trailer, I got all emotional and unstable, and I had to spend like the rest of the day not watching anything.
Oh, what pissed me off on that bloody dog? People are going, "Oh, they're just copying Call of Duty." I was like,
Oh,
what?
that's stupid.
Have you ever played every
No.
single game's had a dog in it?
Well, no offense to Call of Duty, but see, it seems like everything they put in the game, they tend to ruin.
What Call of
Like,
Duty?
They put that dog thing in the game. Next minute, it's like the most retarded dog ever. I don't think they even train dogs that badly.
I know, but it was just people saying they were
Took
copying
out a
Call of
bloody
Duty.
helicopter.
It's just the dogs have always been. There's always been dog meat, and he's been in nearly every Fallout game.
Yeah.
Robo dog.
Except for Vegas, we had a robot dog, what was called something else.
Dogbot. Oh, no, Wolfbot. Is it Wolfbot?
Come on, I can't remember. I didn't like Vegas that much. I
didn't like it either. I played.
I
it,
didn't mind it.
like
I didn't
couple-
mind it.
Like 100 hours or something stupid, but I wasn't too happy with it.
Oh,
And then
as
all
you
the
may
old
know,
Fallout
I'm a
games
bit of a
actually
dick.
pissed me off because of their graphics, really.
Oh no, I remember when I played Vegas when it first came out. As soon as it came out,
We can go ahead and say a little something here. Yep.
oh no, I remember when I played Vegas when it first came out. As soon as it came out, and it had that bug where the guy at the head starts rotating.
Oh god,
And,
I remember seeing that online.
Spinning on the spot.
Yeah, it just started like going like X.
I'm just terrified that that's something's going to happen to that dog, though.
Set horizontally around. You're like, well, I think there's some bugs needing fixed.
Oh, you know, you think that was bad though? If anyone's played Stalker, oh my god, that was so buggy when that released. It was like the most buggiest thing ever. It was like, oh, you've successfully walked down a straight line, crash. You've opened your inventory, crash.
GTA 5 levels almost.
I don't know. I didn't have that many problems with that, to be honest.
Oh yeah, but
GTA?
I did. I had
reasonable.
a few fun little crashes. I was playing it again the other day just because I wanted to drive around and try to relax. And I ended up doing some racing missions, and I did one, ended up in a group. I'm like, fine, we'll do another one. Yeah, and it crashed. I'm like, okay, yep, that's... Okay, I remember now. I remember one of the many reasons I get irritated at this game. That and the extremely low FOV.
Yeah, but I played third person.
I wouldn't have bought the game if I had known third person was the only real option.
Well, the first person's a bit gimmicky, isn't it, really?
It's the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it is.
wasn't
and I didn't
afterthought.
think it was going to be gimmicky.
It wasn't afterthought first person.
Something that they wanted to try, didn't they?
pop
When
just
so they
came
just did it, and I like getting people that do that. You know, when they get a cool
Yeah.
idea. It has been a request quite a while now of try first person.
It's weird that Aaron just stopped talking now.
It has been a request quite a while now of a lot of GTA players have wanted to try first person.
Oh, how are we going to get... Oh, Sage,
What?
did you leave me a passageway to get out of the hangars? No, you didn't.
No.
I don't know
What?
if you
Yeah, I did. Your passageway should be
if you ever did any of them, you know, the van jobs with us, Sage. I think you did a few of them. That in first person in the back was so good.
Where's the passageway?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I messed it up a bit.
Can we make it further back?
Damn it, can you grind this down the rest of the way? It'll just be some metal. Thank you. There you go. And then this
Are you
one,
gonna-
that's gonna need more. I can tweak some of this. In momentum. Can you weld this one up? Nah, guess not. Damn it.
Just next to...
Nah, guess not. Damn it.
Someone
Uh,
trying to communicate with me.
Yeah, entrance next to the hangar's going to be this gap here.
What gap? The one I built.
Yeah, the one over here.
That
Just
one.
gonna wall up the rest.
Why?
Let Aaron can retweak it however he likes on his side.
Oh, okay.
I'm confused.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Alright.
I'm confused.
Just trying to... Well, the whole idea is we can airtight the hangars, but also decompress the hangars without decompressing the whole ship.
I'm
Okay.
confused.
We can find other spots for doors.
We'll make this work. Or once we convert this to a ship, it will all implode.
Oh, look at that curve. Look at that curve. That curve.
It will all implode.
Oh, look at that curve. Look at that curve.
Where are my closed eyes? There we go, this'll do.
Look at that curve. That curve. Oh my god. Oh god. Goosebumps going down my neck. Oh god.
And you're a strange duck.
Oh no, this duck goes quack.
What?
Fucker.
Oh, just come and enjoy this curve, Sage, with me.
I see it. It's. I do like the fact.
Quack.
Fuckers.
Oh, just come and enjoy this curve, Sage, with me.
I see it. It's. I do like the fact that it's only on one side of the ship. That is very interesting. I am liking this.
Oh boy, here we go. Is this where I...
Okay,
Saw
yeah, it's a
something.
good curve. Works well. I approve.
Nope.
Not
Curve
that
approved.
makes a difference.
You just
That curvy hanger is your project. If I did not
Come on,
approve
you-
it should continue anyhow.
Curve approved.
That makes a difference.
Do this.
That curvy hanger is your project. If I did not
Come on,
approve
you-
it should continue anyhow.
Attempted to boost that audio a little tiny.
And my energy is low.
Jump into.
Now I got a medical bay up here I can just pop into. Or hook into.
You know when you think how far this multiplayer's come?
Fuck you! What the
Oh, yeah.
frack was...
I got scared to death there. Let's leave a bit of silent space, that way you can understand how I'd calm down from the wob-wobs and stuff. Do a nice sound thing there, delete that fade.
You know when you think how far this multiplayer's come?
One hell of a delayed reaction from me.
Fuck
When
you!
you-
What the frack was that?
What? What happened?
What
What
happened?
happened?
How am I not dead? I've taken off my helmet.
What?
What, did they change this again? I need to, like,
Crap,
retweak
I
the
forgot
mod
I had
once
to go
more?
back and do that shit.
What happened?
Apparently me taking off my helmet doesn't kill me.
Well, that's rather interesting.
Okay.
Well,
Well, let's test. Okay, yep. Something with my mod is broken. God dang it. Son of a Don Quixote.
Is it with your suit?
Yeah, it's something to do with the modded suits I've put together. They're not working properly.
Ah, no problem.
no, but if you take your helmet off, you're fine. They've no longer got,
How often to take your helmet off? There's no reason to, because there's no food in the game.
I know, but the whole idea is you do.
Planets will help with that too.
Immersion.
Also, it could lead to oxygen issues if then your oxygen keeps kicking down. So I'll have to look into that and retweak it. God dang it. Again. This isn't hooked into the system.
It was a good test.
Yeah, unintended test.
Oh, I love a good curve, though.
It's a good place to cut though, ain't it? Right after he says that, it's gonna cut like to another scene. Probably this up here.
Now that curve's been activated, we need to curve it into the body.
Curve's been
Still same subject.
Now that curve's been activated, we need to curve it into the body.
Curve's been activated. Curve it into the body. Oh dear.
It needs to be a progressive curve. Curve too soon, it'll be all over.
You've actually kind of encroached on my side of the shit.
I will fire unless I'm in the middle of the ship.
Yeah, but look, your curve comes down.
It's,
Past the halfway mark.
do you own the bottom as well? Do you
No,
own the bottom?
I'm allowed the bottom of my
do
my
you
half.
own the bottom?
Like there's the halfway mark. The halfway mark is this line here. You're onto my side. Your curve is wrong.
Sue me.
Bloody cut it off.
That's what she said, but go on if you want.
Oh,
I'm a ship squatter. I squat in areas that are not mine.
apparently so. Not
No,
I'm a
you
ship
need to
squatter. I
cut it
squat
off
in
by
areas.
breathing like that sounds real.
I'm a ship
annoying.
squatter. I squat in areas that are not mine.
apparently so.
Builders' rights.
Not sure it works. that way.
There's no squatter rights in my country. You can go to hell.
That's good.
I don't understand why you have squatter rights. It makes no sense.
I'm stupid. I was watching a documentary on it the other day, and some guys squatted in some guy's garage for a few years, and they couldn't remove them.
Yeah.
That is
It's the
odd.
weird. It's the weird laws of England. You have people that can if you can get into a house as long as you didn't you don't break entry to it, but you can get access to it. So
If
you
you're
don't,
pregnant, you can pee in a policeman's hat.
Yes, we've all heard that one.
but if you go into someone's house and it's not you're not breaking into it, you're just like the door's been left unlocked. You can squat in their house.
For those that don't know, that's as in you can just live there, correct?
Yes. They can't fling you out.
Don't you have to be there for a certain amount of time before that
Yes, you
applies? Yeah, so if you'd have to be in their house for, what is it, a year or something?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes,
then
you come in-
they can't kick you out.
Yeah.
So if you
come
have a
into-
second property and you're like, okay, I'm going to go now move into that, you go over there and find that some dude's been living there for the last 2.5 years while you were out of the country or whatnot, suddenly you can't just kick him out.
But you can do it the other way.
What, also live in the house?
Burn
Remove
them
him. The flamethrower.
No.
Burn them out.
Goodbye, hobo! Not exactly PC, Aaron.
Come on,
But,
Max.
you know, sometimes you just gotta turn up the heat.
I mean, he's not a spider.
Quite literally.
Yes, can you come and do some invisible block repairs for me?
God dang it, man. Give me a minute. I'm rejigging all of these stupid machines because I realized I didn't set it up the way I was.
Oh, chicka, wigga, wigga, wigga. Apologise to you all though for I do have a perfectionist style of building.
Okay, Scots,
I think
what's
I'll
up?
cut that.
These blocks that I am running through
Okay, there's nothing there.
come from.
Probably a...
Apologise to you all though for I do have a perfectionist style of building.
Okay, Scots, what's up?
These blocks that I am running through.
Okay, there's nothing there on my screen. Yeah,
look.
I'll let you figure out what's wrong with that on your own.
I think I figured it out. Where did they come from?
Probably had a full inventory when you tore them down or something silly.
Because it was grey on grey.
I know, I did have that happen to me earlier.
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to replace these with heavy armor.
Oh, for the ships to be able to land on them?
Yar.
Let's do it the cheap
Yar.
method, don't burn the landing pad.
Yar.
Let's do it the cheap
Yar.
method.
What's the cheap method?
You just don't burn the landing pad by being careful.
Oh. Okay. Have you ever done
Yeah.
that?
Or you can just put the catwalks in and then it doesn't do anything.
What, the catwalks are immune to fire damage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you hear
I
that,
don't
Scott?
have a...
Yeah, I'm putting back what I just took off and we're gonna replace catwalks.
That actually does seem like...
I'm gonna skip some of this, just me clicking.
Catwalks.
That actually does seem like they should leave that in, even if it's a glitch, because it's like, just imagine putting fireproofing down or something.
Could be. Could be the way of the warrior.
Or not.
Still haven't seen Mad Max.
Was that supposed to be a Mad Max reference?
I don't think it was,
No,
but
but-
it could be taken that way if you wish.
It just made me think of Wax Max. I need to go see that.
Wax Max!
Wax Max!
You say wax
I think I did. I have a stutter.
Definitely delete that stuff off your hard drive now.
Whoa, what? Dun, 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 dun.
Wax Max season 1.
I'll end it after the...
Now there's seasons. I think maybe you know more about this, Aaron, than he does.
That's what he wants me to think.
Anyway, I think that'll do. I think that's probably the end of the Wax Max jokes. Let's see.
Fuck's sake.
This is blah.
God,
Very
how clear ship is. Fuck's sake.
This is blah.
God,
Very
how clear
bad
ship is. Oh, this is definitely the ugly duckling with their ships.
It's the sound it's going to make.
And there we go. I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and this is our outro point for the sequence. So when I render it out, this will be the last point. This thing I'm dragging here. So it sets where it'll end. And let's see.
I think.
There we go. So it floats it back black completely at this point where player is. Let's just drag that to line up with that. So hopefully now That's good enough. And let's go ahead and tweak this audio so this gets a lot louder. Let's end it right here. We'll add our outro thingy majiggity. Drag this little blue sun gun to match the end. Add a blend in here. That way the volume is basically going to eke up slowly over this transition because this is the same exact thing. So it's just replaying the same sounds, just this one's louder.
This thing.
There we go. That's an episode of Joint Survival for you. So yeah, that is a 27-minute, 59-second video. So basically a 28-minute video took, well, all the time you've been sitting there, or probably, hopefully, not actually sitting through the whole thing, but all the time that this video is to edit. Sometimes it can go a little bit quicker because I won't be talking to the camera or anything like that, or to the microphone, you know, I won't be actually saying what I'm doing. But, yeah, it can end up taking a very long time to edit these sons of guns. Anyway, guys, I just felt like sharing that. Thanks a bunch for listening, watching, or any of that nonsensical jazz. This episode should be up on my normal Video Sage channel at Sleep Art Game Eat. You can just search that or Video Sage. You should find it. Either already or fairly soon. Oh, right, and don't forget, when I start the export, I select the little sequence over there at the left, do a Control-M, double check to make sure this is alright, looks to be alright, and then click Q, opens up a new program. Any second now, there we go. Latest Adobe suite images for the loading screens are pretty bland and terrible. There we go. Loads up the sun's gun, loads in, then we can play it, and it starts going. This little start sequence. It's not really a play sequence, it'll render it out. And that'll take, let's see how long it thinks this one will take. Let's load up all the files. It'll probably end up taking about an hour or so. Depends on the video, though. And you see it's importing all the audio. So yeah, that'll take a while. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ta! Now I have to edit all this. Ha 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 ha. Luckily, I don't have to do too much for this one. Just to edit out the parts where I had to edit out something in the past. Oh god, it's an hour and 14 minutes long.